welcome back to the channel. We are back with our fortnightly statistics video. This should be an interesting one. I've opened a nice variety of products and a nice variety of sets. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump in, see how it looks. Just before we do, the last two giveaway winners of the Dean Pack blisters are listed down below. Please read the description, email me, follow all the steps and claim your prize. Alright, so here's how our product tracker is looking so far. So 3-pack blisters leading the way with a 45% hit rate. Then we've got ETBs, collection boxes, booster boxes, mini tins, all doing pretty well. I will point out, myself included, a lot of people like to say that ETBs don't give good hit rates. I say it and I feel it. But out of 197 packs opened, like a 40% hit rate is extremely solid. I don't know, but I feel it. I feel like ETBs are terrible. So I don't know what's happening there. Collection boxes, booster boxes, mini tins, all doing pretty well. Then we have UPCs and or SPCs, booster bundles, tins and stacking tins, all just over kind of 1 in every 3 packs. And then collector's chests not doing too well. So let's see what my last 2 weeks of openings look like. Alright, so 3-pack blisters, they did me dirty. 6 packs open, so 2 blisters, just the 1 hit. It was a good hit, but just 1, 17% hit rate. Yeah, they let me down, Tins, we opened a lot of the Team Rocket tins, a lot. 29% hit rate. Not ideal, would have liked to see a couple more hits out of there. Booster bundles, pretty average, 1 in every 3 packs. Literally right on average. And then collection boxes, I mean it's a 50% hit rate, but I only opened 1, the Reshiram box. 4 packs, 2 hits, so the only thing that you could really take away from that is that the tins, I opened a decent amount of packs and kind of got punished pretty badly, so yeah, not great. Let's see how this updates the overall for these products. So with the tins, we're now up to 92 packs opened. Climbs, it just drops to 33%, nothing crazy. Booster bundle stays at 36%, nothing crazy. Collection boxes stays at 39, and 3-pack blisters stays at 45. So not a whole lot of change really. It's kind of expected when you see that kind of volume. If we look at the overall table, like everything bar collector's chest, everything. Now with stacking tins, that's a low number of packs, so if you want to disregard that, you can. Everything else is at least 1 in every 3 packs. So we may get a product that gives us 0 hits. You know, we may get a collection box with 4 packs that gives 0, or 3-pack blister that gives 0, or a tin that gives 0, but over time with enough volume, it does average out at least 1 in every 3, which before I even started tracking, you know, is what I thought the average would be. So it's, you know, you can get a tin. Ron Collect's got a Team Rocket tin that had 3 hits in it out of 4 packs. I've opened a tin where I got 0, but again, you know, over time it does seem to average out to 1 in every 3. So I definitely think that, you know, 3-pack blisters, that's just incredibly high. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. This is not including any of the live streams that I do, or any of the box breaks that I do. There's 1 or 2 live streams where I open packs for myself that are included in this, but it doesn't include box breaks. That would be, I just wouldn't be able to track all of that. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, let's move on to the rarities from each set. All right, so here's our set tracker. We can see top of the table there is Black Bolt and White Flare. Looking back at it now, I kind of should have done them as separate sets. It would have been interesting to see if there was a difference. I don't think there would have been a big one, but I do wish I had have put them separate. Obviously, I've opened a lot more packs of those compared to all the other sets because that's been, you know, the main set that's out right now in English. Also, for anyone who may be wondering, the reason I only do English sets is because with Japanese there's the sort of guaranteed hit rate, so the statistics wouldn't be, you know, as different as we see with, you know, 8 packs of Journey Together has a lower percent than 4 packs of 151. You know, we wouldn't see that. You'd see more of a steadiness. So yeah, let's have a look at the sets that we opened in the last 2 weeks. So Palais Evolved, I mentioned the 2 3-pack blisters. We opened 6 packs. We did get an SIR, which helped give away the giveaway box. So as poor as the product and the set was, we did get an SIR. It was a big moment, so we still take a W on that one. Destined Rivals, we opened 24 packs. A lot of them were loose packs. A lot of regular EXs, 5 regular EXs, some full arts, or 1 full art, 1 IR, 1 SIR, which was, you know, obviously a win. 8 hits in total, 33% hit rate, bang average. Just so anyone's wondering, the percentages, so let's take the full art is 1 full art, 4%. That means 4% of all the packs that we opened, there was 1 full art. So 21% of all the packs had 5 regular EXs. So that's just what that is. Journey Together, 16 packs. We got a couple of EXs, full art, illustration. We did get the gold Iono's Belly Bolt, 44% hit rate. Twilight Masquerade, we just had that build and battle. We don't track that product, but we do track the set. 50% hit rate, but it's only out of 4 packs, so you can't really look into that too much. Prismatic Evolutions is top of the with a 67% hit rate. Right. So I'm going to talk about something on Prismatic, and we're going to see it when we get into looking at, you know, how this affects the overall table. The issue with Prismatic Evolutions is the reverse Pokeballs. Okay. Now, in the product tracker that we just looked at, I have been doing that since May 2024, and I never counted reverse Pokeballs as hits. Then I started this only in the last few months, the set and rarity tracker. And at that point I was like, you can see the second column there, the Pokeball /EX /Baby Shiny. I put it in because a lot of people were commenting on the videos telling me that they count Pokeballs as hits. If that's the case, if you're opening, and those 6 packs came from a booster bundle, if you're opening a booster bundle, you're getting 3 reverse Pokeballs and 1 full art, you've got a 67% hit rate. We all complain about the hit rates of Prismatic Evolutions, but if you count Pokeballs as hits, you cannot complain about it. You can't, because it has beat every other set that I opened in the last 2 weeks. And now let's have a look at the full table. So we'll come back to Prismatic in a moment. Okay, so let's have a quick look at Twilight Masquerade. Up to 11 packs now. We got our first EX, our first full art. Obviously the illustration rare percentage drops because the pack volume went up. 3 hits did climb up 27%. That's pretty tasty. Let's have a look at Journey Together. So quite a few packs were open there. We got a couple of EXs. We got a full art. We got 3 illustration rares. We got a gold. It does also drive Journey Together a good bit up the table too. Destined Rivals, we opened quite a lot of packs, up to from 48 packs open to 72. A couple of VXs in there, a few more full arts, illustrationers. We did get our SIR. Our SIR was Arvin's Mabostiff. Gold percentage drops, hit rate goes, or the hits go up, hit rate drops a little bit. Nothing drastic. Palais Evolved. We did see, a couple of changes there. Our first SIR, and then we see a bit of a drop there. All right, from Palais Evolved. Prismatic Evolutions. So we opened 6 packs, brings us to 27. There we go. So we just went from 8 regular EXs and Pokeballs up to 11. All right, we got a Master Ball, or the Master Ball percentage changes. All right, let's have a look. So it's currently at a hit rate of 57%. It's now up to 59%. Okay, so back to this again. Also, that should be just below Stellar Crown. That's an error on my end. I'll probably fix in the next slide. 59% hit rate. Again, if you don't count Pokeballs, that's not even close. And I do wish when I started doing this that I found a way to track it with and without Pokeball reverses. But look where it has it on the table. That's 27 packs. That's a decent amount of packs. Like when you consider I've opened 72 packs of Destined Rivals and Journey Together almost the same amount, and they're not even close. If you consider Pokeball, reverse Pokeballs to be hits, then you cannot complain about the hit rates from Prismatic Evolutions. You can't. I don't know how controversial that might be, but let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. You can't. I'm sorry. I'm sticking with it. I don't count Pokeballs as hits. Maybe later I'll do a quick calculation. No, I don't know how many Pokeballs I got. I wasn't tracking them. Because when I count them up, I just count Pokeballs and regular EXs into one pile. So I don't know. I don't think they're hits. They're too common. They're too common. But yeah, there we go. Let's see how the table changes around with all these updates. So, right, Orange Zone has bulked up a bit. Twilight Masquerade is up now to 27%. We do see Destined Rivals and Holiday Evolve to drop down into the Orange Zone with Obsidian Flames. Journey Together is now up into the Green Zone. Prismatic Evolution stays where it is. Well, I've corrected it to below Stellar Crown, but quite a few changes there. A few sets back to average. Journey Together up. Prismatic Evolutions top quality because of all those Pokeballs. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. Like, do you count Pokeballs as hits and then still consider Prismatic Evolutions to be a harsh set? Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, this is how our rarity and set tracker looks. Before we end the video, I'm sure you're all looking forward to finding out who our guest is and what they are opening, how they're contributing to the tracker. So without further ado, let's welcome our next guest. Alright, so we have Pokebundles Ireland, we have Tony from Pokebundles Ireland. It means a lot to me to have Tony on the channel, who was more than happy to open up a few packs for us here. One of the biggest vendors in the Pokemon community in Ireland. I will talk a bit more about Pokebundles after this. Thank you, Tony. Best of luck. Let's just jump in and see how it went.
Dean, thank you so much for inviting us on to open a few packs with you on your channel, Crackin'Deano. You're one of the really good guys in the community, always happy to support you. Today, we are very excited because we got something special for everybody. We are going to be opening up this no, I'm only joking, that is not what we're opening. We're getting Prismatic Evolutions, we're also getting a booster bundle of Black Bolt. The reason I chose these two, number one, I have opened almost none of the black and white set. I've opened loads of Japanese, none of the English. I want to open this because, quite frankly, I'm really excited. And number two is Prismatic Evolution. So I still think this is a terrible set. Mary, you had very poor luck in yours. I'm hoping to change it around a small bit by pulling something. And if I don't, well, I've proved my own point about this being rubbish. And if you're looking for a positive dose of Pokemon in your life, please do subscribe to Dean. Just such a good guy. Let's get into these.
Just to state as well, like always, I haven't seen this. I have no idea how well, how poorly, how great Tony does. I have no idea. So I'm seeing this for the first time with you guys. So I always get more nervous when other people are opening on the channel than for myself. So I just hope we do well.
So we're going to put Prismatic to one side. We're going to start with Black Bolt. I'm very excited. I see so many people opening these and getting absolute fire out of them. And I'm really hoping that I get to be that person today. Because I think we support a lot of streams online buying booster packs from other content creators, and it's fair to say I've been pulling absolute garbage out of pretty much everything. So here we are at 6 packs. I'll leave them there, and let's get into it. Pack number 1.
Good luck. Good luck.
It's actually such a miserable day today, so I'm glad to be indoors opening some Pokemon cards. We've got a shiny energy.
It's actually clever to open.
Ursaluna, Fern, Dynamo, Clang, fucking Rona, not great.
Reverse Pokeball in there.
I need to work on my pack opening game. I think Mary's a bit of an expert at it. Pack number 2.
It's clever to open Prismatic and pair it with Black Ball White Flare.
Let's see what we get here. Energy.
Because if you get poor hits from Prismatic, you should do well on Black Bolt and balance out your overall pull rate. So, in terms of the guest tracker,
yay, that's gorgeous. If I got another hit, I don't. I'll take that. That is beautiful.
Very nice.
Oh, that's
very
so nice,
nice,
isn't it?
That is cute.
That's
very cute.
Anyway. At least it's not going to be a complete dud, which is great. Pack 3. I'm so excited opening English packs for the first time in ages. All right, let's see. Water energy. It's hard to read these because I'm just seeing a mirror image of these, but hopefully it comes nice and clear for you guys. Bravery, Electivire, Sharp, and Conkeldurr. Nothing there. Pack 4. Let's see what we get here. Another shiny energy, Pansage, a lot of monkey goodness there. Nicholas and Pheasant. Fun one. That is a Pokeball. It's hard to see actually what you have there. And Victini. Pack 5. Kind of excited about Prismatic because I pulled a Sylveon on our stream recently, so I'm wondering, do I get something even better?
Yeah. Sorry to stop it again. What Tony said. I believe he was live on TikTok. I think it was just for like a Q&A session, or maybe just a live chat. And I think he got influenced to open something. Open some Prismatic and pull the Sylveon SIR. I'm pretty sure it's been clipped. Might be on the Instagram and TikTok, so definitely go check that out. Hopefully his luck isn't burnt out and he still has a bit of magic left, so hopefully, but definitely go check that out.
Timpano, Gilbert, thank you, Lilligant, Seismitoad, Inspiran, Fracture, Golder, and a Genesect DX. That's not bad. That is bad, but you know, the pull is a pull. Last pack of Black Bolt. Fungus.
Come on.
Levister.
Let's go.
Research.
One more hit. One more.
Again. Crygon. Air Balloon. And a Victini. 2 Victinis in 6 packs. What's that about? First, we got 1 booster bundle of Prismatic Evolutions. Hopefully, a little bit better luck than the last one. Although, you know what? Like 4 hits is not bad, though. I have a love-hate relationship with this set. This has been overwhelmingly bad for me. But hopefully, we'll get a few more redo cards from Prismatic. I'll just change the lighting up a small bit as well, just to make it easier to see the hits.
Getting nervous now.
Dean, anytime I get to do things for science, I'm always going to help you out.
Love it. Love it. We love science.
Cottony. Research. Suicune. Janine. Bronzong. Execute. Got a Milk Tank. And we have an Iron Boulder for pack 1.
Oh.
Pack number 2.
Please.
Excited.
He's excited. I'm nervous.
Again. Riolu.
Come on. I'm trying to see one banger. Please.
See if we can pick up the Pokeballs a bit better this time. Executor and Glaceon. No Joy. Pack 3. What do you mean you haven't subscribed to Dean's channel yet? Click that button, please.
Didn't ask him to say
Got a
that.
shiny energy. tell. And we've got, I'm getting that sinking prismatic feeling. And it's only 3 packs in. Kind of almost resigned. You know when you're watching your football team and they're like losing, you know they're not going to come back from this. This is what I feel here. I feel like there's nothing here for me.
I know I'm feeling too well.
But good content though, which is great. Janine again. We've got a Pyroar, got a Whimsicott, and we've got a nothing. Great. Pack 5. And there'll be no secret tricks here. I'm not going to be doing a Mary on this where I have extra stuff to open. This is it. So no pressure, pack 5.
Come on, please. Please.
Nice Eevee. Blessing us. Heatran. Oh dear. You could have saved a lot of money by just like putting an extra 0 in front of all my stuff, because that's what we're going to get tonight. Okay. Alright. Larry Scale. Hey. Hurrah. I'm so happy. Last pack magic, everyone. I hope this as well. Thank you again, Dean, for bringing us on to your channel. I wish you the very best. And I'm wishing myself the very best here.
I'm wishing you more luck than you're wishing me, believe me.
That pack anyway.
Come on.
Come on,
Please.
let's do it. Let's do
Please.
it. Come on, something. Oh, that is actually a Pokeball. Yay. Oh no, well, Vaporeon. I like Vaporeon, so you know. So that's more than enough money lost today. Thank you so much, Dean, for inviting us onto the channel. I really appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. The trackers are a great idea because it's always good to know what's coming out of different products. Some are lucky to notice for sure. So hopefully your next guest will have a lot more luck than I will. But for now, thank you so much from Tony at Pokebundles Ireland. Take care.
I do apologise for having sneezed in the middle of it. I'm getting quite stuffy. I don't know. First of all, huge thank you to Tony for coming on. Anyone that comes on and opens Prismatic is very, very brave. I do think it was a very clever idea to pair Prismatic with Black Bolt, because with Black Bolt, White Flare, there's so many illustration rares. You're usually bound to get something. So if you do well on Black Bolt, you can kind of afford to do a little bit less in Prismatic and then kind of have it balance out. So it's a very good idea. Very good idea. But first of all, before I talk about Pokebundles, I want to say a personal thank you to Tony for agreeing to come on, open those packs, contribute to the trackers. Tony's done a lot and helped me out with a lot behind the scenes, advice. I've often bounced a couple of ideas off him, bit of chit chat. So personally, thank you, Tony, for coming on. And thank you for everything else you do behind the scenes. I really appreciate it. To talk a little bit about Pokebundles. Pokebundles Ireland is actually probably one of, if not the biggest vendors in the Irish Pokemon community. At pretty much all the card shows, well, a lot of the bigger card shows, and the majority of the other ones that go on as well. There's a lot of markets as well. Huge amount of singles, Japanese product. They have their famous mystery bags as well. So if you can catch them at a card show, there's always a lot of stuff there. To be fair, they're usually swamped at the card shows. The last one I was at the Ireland card show, the big one that we usually have here in February, March. I didn't get to chat with Tony once until the end of the day, and the table was just empty. Just there was nothing there. So yeah, the huge presence in the Irish Pokemon community. So I was so happy to have Pokebundles on the channel. Their Instagrams and TikToks and websites should all be up here since I started talking. Go follow them on TikTok, follow them on Instagram. They're always posting a lot of reels, photos. Tony goes live on TikTok quite regularly enough as well. And definitely go on the website, check out what they have there. A lot of Japanese product there as well. But yeah, thank you again, Pokebundles. Let's see how Tony has affected the trackers and where he lands on the guest tracker as well. Okay, so Tony opened some booster bundles. It brings us up to 114 packs opened, 40 hits, drops the hit rate a little bit, nothing too major, still stays at the kind of average, the average score, nothing crazy there. Alright, now in terms of rarity and sets, so with Prismatic, we're up to 33 packs opened, a couple of Pokeballs and regular EXs in there. All those percentages update because more packs have been opened, so obviously the percentage changes. He did get the full art Larry, total hits 18. Small drop, again, nothing crazy. Black Bolt White Flare, we got 139 packs total now opened. Again, there was one or two Pokeballs and an EX in there. We did get a nice illustration rare. Leaves the hit rate at 78%, so no damage done there really. Let's have a look at where Pokebundles Ireland sit on the guest tracker. Okay, so quick recap, we've Ron Collects leading the way with still the first and probably the most insane thing that happened. Generation Spin Collection and Guardians Rising 3-pack blister. So there was a total of 5 packs altogether. We got 4 hits, including the Flareon from Generations. 80% hit rate. TCG showing solid 46%. Jumping Jack cards came along. Not too swell. Mary from the Cerulean Sisters, we just will move on. Let's see how Pokebundles Ireland did with a Black Bolt booster bundle and a Prismatic Evolutions booster bundle. Okay, so 12 packs opened, 3 hits. So we had the illustration rare, we had a regular EX, and then the full art trainer. We don't count Pokeballs on the guest tracker. Hit rate of 25%. So look, still below average compared to what we normally see. But I'm sure Pokebundles will be happy enough to take the middle of the table and not below the beautiful 13% that's down there. But yeah, it's not too bad. That's not too bad considering Prismatic was involved. Guys, that is it for this this edition of our statistic video. Overall, products, they all tend to, over a certain amount of packs, give you more than 1 in every 3. Prismatic Evolutions, if you count Pokeballs, is a wonderful set with a very high hit rate. Cerulean Sisters Mary is still the worst opener we've ever had. Ron Collects is still the best. Pokebundles right in the middle. Again though, seriously, big shout out one more time to Tony for Pokebundles. Appreciate you being on the channel as always. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Your support means the world. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about my my reverse Pokeball Prismatic Evolution claim. Let me know what you thought about Pokebundles opening. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on Friday.